The next type of connective tissue, that is fluid or vascular tissue. Fluid or vascular tissue. So fluid or vascular tissue, it mainly consists of blood. So blood means it contains blood cells and plasma. So blood contains blood cells and plasma. Then along with lymph, okay, blood, it contains mainly blood cells and plasma, and another component of this fluid tissue, that is lymph. So first we will discuss about blood. So it contains blood cells. So different types of blood cells, that is RBC, red blood cells, WBC, white blood cells, and platelets. Then another component, that is plasma. So RBC, it is red blood cells. It is red in color. It is red in color due to presence of red colored pigment, that is known as hemoglobin in it. Due to presence of red colored pigment, hemoglobin in it, and main function, it carry or it helps in the transportation of oxygen. Okay, they carry oxygen because oxygen have high affinity towards hemoglobin molecule. So one molecule of hemoglobin can carry 4 molecules of oxygen at a time. So the presence of hemoglobin in this RBC, it makes the transportation of oxygen very efficiently. So it is red in color due to presence of hemoglobin, and main function transportation of oxygen. And RBC mainly it is disc-shaped structure. Okay, its shape, that is disc-shaped structure. And mature RBC, that is devoid of nucleus. Mature RBC, they do not have nucleus. Why they do not have nucleus and other cell organelles like mitochondria? Because they do not have nucleus. Mature RBC, they do not have nucleus and some other cell organelles, because to accommodate more oxygen in it. Okay, so it provides large surface area for the transportation of oxygen, or this disc-shaped structure as well as that nucleus, absence of nucleus. So it provides more transportation, or it accommodates more oxygen in it. Clear? Then the second type of blood cell, that is WBC or white blood cells, they are irregular shaped. Okay, they do not have particular shape, irregular shape, and they do not have any color. Okay, irregular shape as well as colorless. And main function, they provide or they fight against, main function, fight against diseases, and they are known as soldiers of the body. Or if any foreign particles they enters into our body, then this WBC, they engulf foreign particles. Okay, they engulf the foreign particles, and like this way they fight against diseases, and they act as the soldiers of body. So WBC, different types are there: granulocyte and egg granulocyte. Granulocytes and egg granulocytes. So granulocytes means small granules are present in it. Then egg granulocytes means there is no granules. Granules are absent in it. Okay, so like lymphocyte and monocytes are main egg granulocytes. So granulocytes means small granules are present and different types, that is basophil, then neutrophil and eosinophil. 3 types: basophil, neutrophil and eosinophil. Okay, 3 types are known as granulocyte and 2 are known as egg granulocyte. Okay, then platelets. Platelets means they mainly have clotting, blood clotting. Main function, that is blood clotting. Main function of platelets, that means they help in blood clotting. Clotting mechanism, clotting of blood clotting. So if any cut or injury takes place in our body part, then platelets will come and accumulate on that injured site, and they form a meshwork-like structure or form a network-like structure, and which prevents the further flow of blood from that injured part. So platelets means the main function, they help in the blood clotting. And plasma means it is the fluid part of blood. Plasma forms fluid part. Plasma forms the fluid part of the blood. Then lymph means it is colorless fluid and having plasma and WBC. So lymph means it is having colorless fluid. It is colorless fluid and having plasma and WBC. So main function, they help WBC because since it contains this WBC, so plasma also, this lymph also protect our body from diseases. Okay, so this lymph, it acts as a middleman because it helps in the exchange of material between tissues and blood. So we can say that lymph means it acts as a middleman. Lymph acts as a middleman because it helps in the exchange of materials between tissues and blood. So that we can say that this lymph means it acts as a middleman. Lymph acts as a middleman because it helps in the exchange of material between tissues and blood. So fluid or vascular tissue means blood. It contains blood cells and plasma, and blood cells like RBC, which is the disc shaped or discoid shape, red in color and hemoglobin is present. Main function, transportation of oxygen. WBC, irregular shape, and they fight against diseases, or it is known as soldiers of our body. The two types are here, granulocyte and agranulocyte. Then granulocyte, we are here basophil, neutrophil and eosinophil. Agranulocyte, lymphocyte as well as monocyte. And platelets helps in blood clotting. Plasma, fluid part of blood, and lymph, it is colorless fluid and it is having plasma as well as WBC. Since WBC contains in this lymph, so that lymph also protect our body from diseases, or a defense mechanism, take part in defense mechanism. And it helps in exchange of material between tissues and blood, so that this lymph it form, or it is known as the middleman because it helps in the exchange of material between tissue as well as blood. Then lymphocyte. Lymphocyte means mainly it provide immunity. Lymphocyte is mainly concerned with the production of immunity. Then the last type of animal tissue, that is nervous tissue. Okay, so nervous tissue, it helps in the transmission of impulse. Main function, transmission of impulse from one part of body to another part, and also like this way it helps to control and coordinate our bodily functions. Then another important part, that is neuron. Neuron forms the structural as well as the functional part of nervous system. Neuron forms the structural as well as the functional part of the nervous system. So the different part of a neuron consists of cytosol or cell body, dendrons, dendrites, axon and myelin sheath. So cytosol or cell body means it is the main part. Cytosol or cell body means it is the main part and which contains nucleus as well as mitochondria, like the cell organelles are present. Then dendrons are the main branch. Okay, they are the main branch of cytosol, main branch of cell body. They are the main branch of cell body, and dendrites are the further branching, fine branching. They are the further branches of dendron. Main function, it receives impulse or message from the near areas. Okay, so dendrites, it receives the impulses, nerve impulses, or it receives the messages from the nearby area. Then axon is the long branch of this cytosol. Okay, long branch which arising from this cytosol, and it collect the information or impulse from this cytosol and transmit that to the terminal end part of neuron. So axon, it helps in the transmission of nerve impulse. Then myelin sheath means it is the protective fatty layer. Myelin sheath means it is the protective fatty layer which speeds up the transmission of impulse. So this is the figure or the diagram which is showing the structure of a neuron. So look at the figure. This is the cell body. This main part the cell body. Okay, so the main part that is the cell body. This main part is known as. So the main part is known as the cell body. So this is the cell body. Okay, this main part that is known as the cell body. So main part it is known as cell body, and this cell body it consists of nucleus. So look at the figure. This main part, this that is known as the nucleus. Clear? And like the cytoplasm, the fluid part. Okay, like the cytoplasm, the fluid part, or the cytoplasm of this neuron, this dotted part, the cytoplasm of the neuron, it is known as neuroplasm. Okay, so this part is known as neuroplasm. So neuroplasm means it is the cytoplasm present inside the neuron. The nucleus, it contains, cell body contains nucleus in it. Okay, cell body contains nucleus. Then the main branch of this cell body, look at the figure, these are the main branch. So the main branch, this is the main branch. So the main branches of the cell body, main branches of the cell body, that is known as dendron. The main branch of cell body is known as the dendron. And the further this dendron is again branch. Okay, the further branched structure, of dendron, that is known as the dendrite. So the main function of this dendrite, it collects or it receives the information from the nearby area. Okay, dendrite, it receives impulses. So main function, it collects or receives impulses. And from dendrite, okay, then from dendrite, impulse is carried to dendron, and then from dendron to cell body. Then it transmits the impulses to axon. Then it reaches to terminal ending. It reaches to terminal ending, or we can say that is the region of synapse. Terminal ending or reaches to synapse. So nucleus, then it contains neuroplasm, and main branch of the cell body, that is known as dendron, and dendrite is the final terminal branch. So dendrite it collects or it receives information from nearby area, and this impulse it will transmit from this dendrite to dendron, then dendron to cell body. When it reaches to cell body, then what will happen? From cell body to axon. So it collects information to this. Okay, it receives the information and it reaches to cell body, and from here it will transmit along with these, and now it reaches out to this region and like this way. So this is the path that is known as synapse. Okay, so synapse means a junction between two neurons. Synapse means it is a junction between two neurons. Like this way, the impulse transmission of impulse dendrite to dendron, dendron to cell body, to axon, terminal ending, or finally it reaches to synapse. So synapse means it is a functional junction between two neurons. So here will be the location of another. So here is the location of another. You get the figure. So here will be the location of another neuron, and this terminal ending or this functional region of, or this junction between two neurons, that is known as synapse. So this part forms the synapse. Clear? Then it leads, the cell body leads to axon. Okay, cell body leads to axon, and this axon is protected or is covered by a fatty sheet. Myelin sheet means it is a fatty layer. Myelin sheet means it is a fatty layer. So it is protected by a fatty layer. Okay, or it is insulated, or it is protected by a fatty layer, which is known as myelin sheet. So the main function of myelin sheet is to speed up the transmission of nerve impulse. Main function of myelin sheet is speed up or increases, or it is speed up the impulse transmission through axon. Then through axon it reaches to terminal end. This is the terminal end, and this terminal end of one neuron and the junction between terminal end of one neuron and the dendrite of another neuron, there is a gap is present, and that gap, that is known as synapse. Okay, so the functional junction between two adjacent neurons, that is known as synapse. So from this neuron, This nerve impulse, it reaches to the synapse. So this region forms the synaptic region or the gap between two neurons. So this part is known as the synapse. So from this synapse, this dendrite, it collects information from here and then it transmit to nucleus, this cell body of second neuron, and like this way it continues. Okay, so like this way the transmission of impulse takes place. Then another one more structure that present here, that is node of Lenvir. So node of Lenvir means it is a gap. Okay, at a particular interval or at a particular place, a small gap is present between this myelin sheath. Okay, so the gap between the myelin sheath, that is known as node of Lenvir. So the important part of neuron, that is most important part, the cell body, which contains nucleus and other cell organelles, and neuroplasm that also present in cell body. Then cell body is main branch, that is known as the dendron, and its final ending, that is known as dendrite. So dendrite receives or collects information from nearby area, and from the cell body impulse transmit to axon, and from this axon it reaches to terminal ending. So this myelin sheath means it is a protective fatty layer which covers the axon and also which speed up the process of nerve impulse transmission. And node of Lenvir means another part, that is the small gap. Small gap is present at a particular interval of this myelin sheath, and that small gap is known as node of Lenvir. And the terminal ending, that is the end region of this axon. Okay, that terminal branching is known as terminal ending, and the functional junction between the terminal ending of the neuron with the dendrite of another neuron, that gap is known as synapse. So the nerve impulse transmission that takes place like this: dendrites collect the message or information from the surrounding area and transmit that impulses to dendron. Then dendron carry that impulse to the cell body. Then from cell body to axon, and from axon to terminal ending. And from the synapse, the nerve impulse that transmit from one neuron to another neuron. So nervous tissue that mainly helps in the transmission of nerve impulse from one part to another. Like this way, it mainly helps to control as well as coordinate all the bodily actions. So all these are the main type of animal tissues.